Hey, what's up? It's David. Hey, welcome to the show. We call it one beer and one smoke, but we don't follow all the rules. So sometimes it's not a beer. This morning it's not a beer. Um, so we're gonna talk about it today. What we're gonna talk about is shoplifting because I said I wanted to talk about it at some point. And then somebody said in a comment like, "Yo, talk about that shoplifting." So here's what we're gonna do. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna get into like all the scams that you can do to like turn it into money, like the shit that you can do in the return line. We're not going to talk about like the spider keys and deactivating security. Like basically what we're talking about is going after food, simple things like batteries, whatever, what have you, and maybe a little bit about gear. So the first thing you could do, which like pretty much works for gear, I recommend like REI. They have a no chase policy. Is the simple walkout. You walk in there, you grab what you need, and you walk out the fucking door like you fucking own it. Maybe you get seen, maybe you don't. Like, and it's just the fucking sun's out, guns out. I don't give a fuck. Like, let's go. And fucking, you don't gotta run. Um, you just grab your thing and act like you got the biggest swinging dick on the planet. And that's just what you do. So you could grab like a new pack, or you could grab like a new sleeping bag. I actually paid $200 for that one the other day at REI because my last one was too big. I spent like $70 on a sleeping bag, and like 2 days later I was like, nope. And so I gave it away, and I got an actual like packable hiking bag. So you could do the walkout thing. This also works in grocery stores. Like fucking grab yourself a fucking cart, uh, throw some dog food and some booze in there and whatever, and just walk out the fucking door. Now, if you're doing this, look, if an employee like grabs a cart at the door, like, oh, you're not taking this, ditch it. Like, nope, not worth it, and just keep on walking. And that's like the most important thing I think with stealing is the way I do it is like I keep it moving. Like even when I'm doing conceals or whatever, I'm not sitting there contemplating my purchases and my theft. I fucking keep it moving. I walk down the aisle, I fucking boom, grab that thing off the rack, boom, grab that thing off the rack. I do not stop moving. So I guess we'll go to conceals. And we're talking about grocery stores here, Dollar General, whatever the fuck. It's good to grab a cart because it can be a view obstructor for cameras and people. So you grab a cart, you get a couple things in there. Also, you're gonna buy some shit. All right. And when you're doing conceal steal, go in there and fucking buy something. I don't, you spend 5 minutes in the store, you spend $2 and you walk out with 20. So, because me, I like prosciutto, I like Wagyu steak, I like fine cheeses, when I'm racking bottles, I'm generally not concealing. I'm just doing walkouts. Like if I want a bottle of booze, I'm gonna do a walkout. Fuck them. There's a Safeway that I know of that I'm not going to incriminate myself too much to tell you where it's at, but I walk in there and I throw a 40-pound bag of dog food in there, 30-pack of booze, bottle of wine. I walk out the door and nobody has ever noticed. I've done this like several times. That's like another walkout thing. But if we're doing conceals, and that's the thing too, we want to spend the least amount of time in the store as possible. Like you ain't spending no fucking time in there. You get in there, grab your cart. It's good to set your clothes up for your conceal. Try to avoid pockets. If you could do shirt dumps, like boom. So I wear bibs, and under the bibs, I'll have on like a pair of these, right? And I'll have the shirt tucked into the pajamas, and then boom, right down the shirt it goes, and boom, 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 boom. You'd be surprised the amount of shit I could fit in there, and so it doesn't look like I'm too bulky in the front. As you're doing your thing, you can kind of slide it to the side, so you don't got a pile of shit making you look all pregnant. If you have boobs, I mean, maybe it's different. I don't know for the ladies, whatever, but you want to set up, you want to go in there with a plan. Like, this is how I'm going to conceal my shit. So yeah. So you go in there, you keep it moving, you throw some things in the cart, throw a few things in the cart, and then you start stealing, and you start fucking doing your conceal. Maybe you got something cut into the inside of your coat, like you got you got a theft pocket. Like I've had theft pockets before. Like there's many ways you could do that, and also like like this is just like a general basic outline, or maybe to give you some ideas. Think about it. Think about what works for you. You know, my ex-wife, and this is back before I was stealing, she used to stuff her fucking toddler into a way too small like baby push carriage and push them around the store so she could stuff shit in there. And like and I was appalled, you know, because I was like a normal guy with a job. I'm like, bitch, we work. Like, if I'm not paying that much for that. And you know what? Like back then I was appalled. Now I'm like, goddamn right. You know, but she's also just a greedy bitch. You know, but whatever. Yeah, shout out to Bridget, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like, so, but you know, keep it simple, keep it the things you need. Like the theft gods will take some mercy on you. Like, but if you're going in there and trying to get like fucking, I don't know, man, like bro, just keep it to food, keep it simple, because we're out here on the road, we're homeless. Like, you don't need a fucking laptop. Don't try it. You know, there are ways to open up that laptop cage, though. Once upon a time, I was a tweaker and a thief, not a bum and a thief, and so I was stealing different things. So you could go into Best Buy and you could probably fit 40 SD cards up your sleeve, you know. But we're not talking about that. I wouldn't do anything like that. Nah, I never did that, you know, because they're only $30 a piece, and they don't sell good on the market. No, nobody wants and nobody wants an SD card anymore. Actually, really, I don't know the last time that was a thing. So yeah, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about the scams the way you can. Well, we're not gonna talk about the scams. I'm gonna leave that out of this. That's from a different life. So yeah, just get in that store, have your concealed plan ready to go. Always keep it moving. Spend the least amount of time as possible in there. Grab a fucking cart. Buy something, you know, and like just buy something. That's a big help. Like, dude, don't go trying to bring shit into the bathroom and then stuff it into your whatever. That's like, it's so obvious. Like LPs, the loss prevention, they are ready for that. It's also helpful to shut your phone off, because like companies like Walmart and whatever, like they are collecting data, and like if they suspect you of theft once or twice, they have facial recognition, they can narrow down the MAC address, and so next time your MAC address shows up in that, I'm under an airport, but next time that MAC address shows up on their system, which is broadcasting, even if your Wi-Fi is off, like they actually kind of already know to be on the lookout. So yeah, if someone gets in your way, whatever, as long as you don't walk out the store with their shit, you're not doing anything illegal. You're just an asshole to them. So like, if you can't get away with it, like don't try it. Like you don't like, dude, that salami is not worth it. Like being in the back of a cop car. Don't put hands on nobody. If someone puts hands on you, I don't know what to say. I handle that a certain way. We don't really need to talk about that, but don't put hands on nobody. So if someone grabs your cart, you just ditch that cart and you keep on moving, because you ain't broken the law. As long as you ain't gone past the threshold of that fucking front door, you are good to go. Yeah. You know, if someone accuses you of stealing something, like, and you think you can get away with it, like, man, fuck you. Ditch your cart and walk out. Like, you know, if you have to, ditch the stuff that you stole and walk out, because you don't need no smoke. All right, well, it has been a little show. It's one beer and one smoke. Katie's also here. We talk about the rest of it right now. All those buttons, like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, tell your mom, call your mom. She's a nice lady. Be nice to your mom, even if she's not a nice lady. Yeah. Oh, most important of all, send me money. It's the Cash App, the money sign, JUSTRIILEE. Like, we like money, because then we don't have to steal so much, and we can get the things that we want. So that'd be cool too. And do something nice for someone today. And that's all I got to say. Peace, motherfuckers.